Good morning, everybody. Got a nice dewy morning here. Today's project is going to be getting rid of some piles. These are piles of brush and tree limbs that have been limbed up away from the house and stashed up over years, so it's time for them to go. So this is going to be my day, just hanging out right here. Got four piles, and I'll just chink away at these for the day. All right, I got this little bit bigger pile going. Got the water trailer dropped off, so we got 500-gallon water with a water hose out here if I need it, which I don't think I will. So just letting this one consume. Got good smoke lift, good consumption. So I'm gonna light. I'll light this one right now. Got my observation station set up today. Got some lawn chairs, binoculars, so I can see if there's any wildlife on that hill while I'm sitting here watching this thing. Brought a book I've been reading on about bomber crews of World War II. We'll get some reading in today instead of playing on my phone. No internet out here. No mini Starlink either. That might soon be on the short list of things to buy. Getting rid of flammable vegetation and fire hardening your house is really important. As we've seen in the last 8 months or so, in our county, in Kern County, we had the Burrell fire. It was the biggest fire in the history of Kern County. It burned somewhere around 60,000 acres. It burned down 200 single-family residences, an unknown number of sheds, garages that just couldn't be counted. We had the Palisades fire and the Eaton fire in Los Angeles County in what I refer to now as winter fire season in January. Fires are just getting bigger and worse, and there's not enough fire engines in the world to park one in everybody's driveway when these things get going and get big. It's just not logistically possible within the first day. We had fire engines from Texas, all across the Midwest, the East Coast, come to the Palisades fire and the Eaton fire. And we're talking a 2 or 3 day drive from the time they get requested and accept the request to come. So whatever you can do to fire harden your house if you live in the wildland urban interface is really important. Limb up trees, keep flammable things away from your house that can catch an ember and light on fire and burn your house down. No wood piles, no trash cans. Once the spring rolls around and I start doing my hazard reduction, I'll make a video about that and show you what I've done to help fireproof my house. I've got about a 20-foot ring of concrete and dirt around my house, and that's the way it's going to stay. There's nothing next to my house that can catch an ember and catch on fire. I'm much more diligent about it now than I used to be. Prepped a little spot for my next pile. Put a little hand line in down to bare mineral soil to keep it from creeping out, because there's a little more dry vegetation, dry grass from last year left over here. Brings back memories of the summer of '03, Kern Valley hotshots. If you know, you know. I'll see if I can find an old picture to throw in this video from that fire season. God, that was 20 years ago. I was young. Well, sun's sinking low. Been out here most of the day watching these burning down. Been raking stuff in. All the big stuff gets consumed. These piles will keep smoldering overnight and probably for a couple days, but put a little hand line around them, pull them in. They'll be good until the morning. See you tomorrow. Back out here this morning. This pile's lost some volume overnight, burning down. I'll give them a good stir now that I can get a little closer to them and not so hot. And they'll burn down some more. I'm gonna hook up to the water trailer, move it out of the way. It's gonna get hot next to that one and light these other two. Wind's blowing away from this big tree right now, so it's a good time. We'll do this. There we go. It just takes a lighter. Pretty dry. If you're ever doing this, take all the appropriate safety precautions, water trailer, water on hand if you can, good clearance, proper permits from the proper agencies wherever you live. And everybody's level of comfort with the size of these things is different. I'm pretty comfortable with one that big. You might not be. So don't work outside your comfort level, because if these things get away from you, the fire department will probably bill you for costs to come put out a fire. Drove back out here to check on these piles I lit this morning on day 2. This one's burned down to almost nothing. That one did really well. These ones on this side from yesterday hardly have any smoke coming out of them anymore. I'll come back and check on these things periodically. I'm gonna leave the water trailer just right there. The hose can reach all of them. I'll bring a backhoe over here in about a week once these piles cool down and spread them out, any residual stuff, so there's not these big ash piles left. Just spread all the ash out, and next winter when it rains, the water will just beat that ash into the dirt and it'll disappear and some green grass will grow up. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned something. See you next time.